Have you ever wondered why your skin still looks dry and wrinkled, even though you faithfully drink plenty of water every single day? What if I told you that one incredibly common habit, something millions of people do, without a second thought could be preventing your skin from getting the full benefit of that water? And what if the solution isn't drinking more water at all, but adding one simple ingredient that most people completely overlook? That may sound surprising, but there's a reason so many people feel frustrated. They increase their water intake, expecting softer, smoother-looking skin, yet the mirror never seems to reflect the effort they're making. It's easy to blame age and move on. But what if the real explanation has been hiding in plain sight all along? Here's something most people never hear. After 60, the challenge often isn't simply getting enough water into your body, but whether your skin can actually hold on to that hydration the way it once did. Think of it like trying to water a garden during a hot summer. You can keep pouring on more water, but if the soil can't retain it, much of that effort is lost. In a similar way, aging skin gradually becomes less efficient at maintaining the moisture and support it once had, making it much harder to achieve that healthy, smooth appearance with plain water alone. Now, let me be clear. Water is absolutely essential for your health, and you should never stop drinking enough of it. The surprising part is that hydration is only one piece of a much bigger picture. Your skin also depends on specific nutrients that help support its natural structure and moisture balance. Without those, simply drinking another glass of water may not deliver the results you're hoping to see. And that's exactly where today's surprisingly simple ingredient comes in. It's inexpensive, easy to find, and backed by a biological reason that many people have never been told. But before I reveal it, you need to understand why your skin changes so much after 60. Because once you understand what's happening beneath the surface, you'll finally see why years of drinking more water may not have given you the healthier-looking skin you expected. And why what you're about to learn next could completely change the way you think about hydration. Here's the change that catches most people off guard. Around the age of 60, your body begins producing significantly less collagen than it did in earlier years. And that's a much bigger deal than most people realize. Collagen isn't just another health buzzword. It's the protein that helps give your skin its firmness, smoothness, and resilience. As collagen naturally declines, your skin has a harder time staying plump and youthful, even if the rest of your daily routine hasn't changed. But here's the surprising part. Collagen doesn't simply disappear overnight. It fades away so gradually that many people never notice what's happening. Until one day they look in the mirror and think, "When did my skin start looking like this?" That's why so many people blame aging alone, when in reality several small changes have been quietly building for years. And collagen isn't working by itself. Your skin also gradually loses some of its natural ability to hold on to moisture. Imagine trying to keep a sponge soft after it's been left out in the sun for days. Even when you add water, it doesn't respond the way it once did. Aging skin behaves in a similar way. It can become less efficient at holding the moisture that helps it look smooth and healthy. Now you might be thinking, so should I just buy one of those expensive anti-aging creams? That's exactly what millions of people do. In fact, the beauty industry has convinced many of us that healthier-looking skin comes mainly from what we put on our skin. But here's the myth that often goes unchallenged. No cream can replace the raw materials your body needs to build and maintain healthy skin from the inside. If your body doesn't have the nutrients required to support normal collagen production, applying another layer of cream can only do so much. And this is where today's simple ingredient becomes far more interesting than it first appears. Most people think its only job is to make water taste better. In reality, that's one of its least important qualities. The reason it has attracted so much attention has nothing to do with flavor, and everything to do with giving your body something it depends on every single day to support healthy skin. But before I tell you what that ingredient is, There's one question we need to answer first. Why has such an ordinary kitchen ingredient been quietly recommended by nutrition experts for years, while so many people continue spending hundreds of dollars chasing products that can never do what this simple habit may help support? The answer is probably not what you'd expect. So what is this simple ingredient that could change the way you think about hydration after 60? Believe it or not, it's fresh lemon. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Lemon? That's the big secret. Stay with me. Because the reason has almost nothing to do with what most people believe. Here's the surprising part. Researchers have known for years that your body cannot produce vitamin C on its own. Yet it depends on this vitamin every single day to make collagen, the very protein that helps keep your skin firm and supported. In other words, without enough vitamin C, your body can't efficiently carry out one of the key processes involved in maintaining healthy skin. That's why this simple fruit deserves far more attention than it usually gets. No, lemon isn't a miracle cure. It won't erase decades of wrinkles overnight, and anyone promising that is selling fantasy instead of facts. But what makes lemon interesting isn't magic. It's biology. Think about it this way. Imagine trying to build a brick wall without enough cement. You can have all the bricks lined up perfectly, but without the material that helps hold everything together, the wall can't be as strong as it should be. Vitamin C plays a similar supporting role. It helps your body carry out the normal process of making collagen, which your skin depends on every single day. But here's something most people completely miss. Many people spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars on creams that promise to replace collagen from the outside, while overlooking one of the nutrients their own body actually needs to support collagen production from within. That's a mistake the beauty industry rarely talks about. There's another reason lemon can be surprisingly helpful. For many people, plain water becomes boring after a few glasses, making it easier to drink less than they should without even realizing it. A squeeze of fresh lemon often makes water more enjoyable, encouraging better hydration throughout the day. That doesn't mean lemon itself removes wrinkles. It simply helps support two things your skin appreciates: consistent hydration and a steady supply of vitamin C. And the best part, you don't need exotic superfoods or expensive powders. Fresh lemon is one of the simplest and most affordable ways to add vitamin C to your daily routine, alongside other healthy fruits and vegetables. But before you start adding lemon to every glass of water, there's something you need to know. One everyday habit, something millions of people do without realizing it, may be quietly breaking down collagen faster than your body can replace it. And if you keep doing that habit, even the healthiest routine may not give you the results you're hoping for. Let's uncover what it is. Before you expect lemon water to work its magic, there's something you need to know. One everyday habit may be damaging your collagen faster than your body can naturally replace it. And millions of people do it every single day without realizing it. That habit is eating too much added sugar. Here's why it matters. When there's excess sugar in your bloodstream, some of it can stick to collagen fibers, making them stiffer and more brittle over time. Imagine stretching a brand new rubber band compared with one that's been left in the sun for years. One is flexible, the other snaps much more easily. Your collagen can go through a similar process, which may make wrinkles and sagging appear more noticeable as the years pass. Now think about this for a moment. If your body is trying to support collagen with nutrients like vitamin C from fresh lemon, but you're also regularly damaging collagen through a high-sugar diet, you're working against yourself. It's like planting flowers while someone else quietly keeps pulling them out of the ground. But sugar isn't the only hidden problem. Here's another fact that surprises many people. Most visible signs of skin aging are linked more to years of sun exposure than to age itself. That's because ultraviolet rays gradually break down collagen beneath the surface of the skin, even on days when you don't get a sunburn. The damage builds so slowly that many people never connect today's wrinkles with habits they had years ago. Now here's the myth almost everyone believes. Many people think the answer is simply buying a more expensive anti-aging cream. But healthier-looking skin doesn't begin in a jar. A cream can help moisturize the surface, but it can't replace the nutrients your body needs to support collagen production from within. That's why someone can spend hundreds of dollars on skincare products and still wonder why the mirror doesn't seem to change. And here's a question worth asking yourself. If two people drink the same amount of water every day, but one protects their collagen, while the other unknowingly breaks it down with daily habits, do you think their skin will age the same way? Probably not. That's why adding fresh lemon to your water should never be viewed as a miracle fix. Think of it as supporting your body's natural processes instead of fighting against them. The biggest improvements usually come when small, healthy habits work together, not when one ingredient is expected to do all the work. But this brings up another important question. How much lemon is actually enough? Is one slice enough? Or do you need the juice of an entire lemon? And is there a best time of day to drink it for the greatest benefit? The answers are simpler than most people think. But there's one mistake people make when preparing lemon water that you definitely want to avoid. So how should you actually drink lemon water if your goal is to support healthier-looking skin? For most people, the simplest approach is also the best. Squeeze about half of a fresh lemon into a glass of water once a day. If the flavor feels too strong, start with less and gradually increase it. The secret isn't using more lemon. It's making it a habit you can realistically stick with. Now here's something that surprises many people. The biggest mistake isn't drinking lemon water at the wrong time of day. It's believing that timing matters more than consistency. Some people spend weeks trying to figure out whether they should drink it first thing in the morning, before meals, or before bed, while forgetting the habit altogether a few days later. A simple routine you follow every day will almost always beat the perfect routine you never maintain. And let's quickly clear up one of the biggest myths on the internet. Lemon water does not magically detox your body. Your liver and kidneys already do that job remarkably well. The real value of lemon water is much more practical. It helps many people enjoy drinking water more often. While adding vitamin C, a nutrient your body uses in normal collagen production, but here's a small mistake many people never think about. Because lemon is acidic, sipping it all day long can gradually affect your tooth enamel. An easy solution is to drink it in one sitting. Use a straw if you like, and rinse your mouth with plain water afterward. That simple habit helps protect your teeth. While letting you enjoy your drink, there's one more point that's easy to overlook. Lemon water isn't meant to replace healthy meals or skincare. It works best as part of a routine. Think of it as giving your body one more tool, not expecting it to perform a miracle on its own. Small habits often seem insignificant in a single day, but over months and years, they can make a meaningful difference. And here's something I want you to remember. Most people don't wake up one morning with smoother skin because they found one magical ingredient. They get there because they consistently made better choices, while everyone else kept searching for shortcuts. Sometimes the smallest daily habit becomes the one you're most grateful you started. But before you add lemon to tomorrow's first glass of water, there's something important you need to hear. If you have frequent acid reflux, certain kidney conditions, or take specific medications, this simple habit may not be the best choice, or you may need to use it differently. Those are the people who should be especially careful. And understanding why could save you from making a mistake with the best of intentions. Before you make lemon water part of your everyday routine, there's one important question you need to ask yourself. Could this simple habit actually be the wrong choice for you? For most healthy people, adding fresh lemon to water is perfectly reasonable. But if you fall into one of a few specific groups, it's worth being a little more careful. The first group is people who regularly deal with acid reflux or frequent heartburn. Because lemon is naturally acidic, it may trigger or worsen symptoms in some individuals. If you notice burning, discomfort, or irritation after drinking it, don't ignore those signals. Your body is telling you something, and it's better to adjust the habit than force it. The second group includes people living with chronic kidney disease, or anyone who has been placed on a special diet by their healthcare provider. In these situations, even simple dietary changes should be discussed with your doctor or dietitian, because your nutritional needs may be very different from someone else's. And if you're taking daily medications, here's an important fact that many people don't know. Lemon is not the same as grapefruit. Grapefruit is well known for interacting with certain medications, while lemon generally doesn't have those same effects. Even so, if you take prescription medicines every day, it's always a smart idea to ask your pharmacist or healthcare provider before making any regular dietary change. A 2-minute conversation can prevent unnecessary problems. There's one more thing I don't want you to overlook. If your skin suddenly becomes much drier than usual, bruises easily, develops unusual changes, or seems to worsen rapidly, don't automatically assume it's just old age. Sometimes your skin is the first place your body signals that something else deserves attention. When changes are persistent or unexpected, getting them checked is always the wiser choice. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson from today's video. Healthy aging is rarely about finding one magical ingredient. It's about understanding what your body needs and giving it consistent support instead of chasing quick fixes. A squeeze of fresh lemon in your water isn't a miracle, but it can be one simple habit that fits into a smarter approach to caring for your body from the inside out. So the next time you fill your glass, don't just think about quenching your thirst. Think about what you're giving your body to work with. Sometimes the difference between an ordinary habit and a meaningful one isn't how complicated it is. It's understanding why you're doing it, and that leads to one final message that I think every one of us needs to hear, especially as the years go by. Before we end, I want to leave you with one thought that could completely change the way you think about healthy aging. The biggest difference between people who age well and those who struggle often isn't one miracle product. It's the small daily habits they never stop doing. Those habits rarely make headlines. They don't come in flashy packages or promise overnight transformations, but over months and years, they quietly shape the way we look, feel, and live. That's why today's message isn't really about lemons. It's about understanding that your body changes with age and learning how to work with those changes instead of against them. If adding a simple squeeze of fresh lemon to your water helps you stay hydrated, enjoy your water more, and provide your body with vitamin C to support normal collagen production, then one small habit has become something much more valuable, a step toward taking better care of yourself. So don't measure success by what you see in the mirror tomorrow morning. Measure it by the choices you're still making 6 months from now. That's where lasting change begins. If someone you love, a parent, a spouse, a sibling, or a close friend, is worried about wrinkles, dry skin, or simply wants to age as healthily as possible, share this video with them. One small piece of trustworthy information today could help them build healthier habits for years to come. And if you enjoy separating health facts from health myths, with practical advice that's easy to understand and grounded in science, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we explore simple habits that can help you make more informed choices for healthy aging, without the hype and without the false promises. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video gave you something useful to take into your everyday life, because sometimes the most powerful change doesn't start with a new medicine or an expensive treatment. It starts with the very next glass of water you choose to drink.